Yeah, all the Trump Towers,
Quite
and
shallow,
the
right?
city of what is it?
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah, no, I lost.
Surfside or Sunny Isles?
Sunny
Yeah, I want
Isles.
to lose it. I want to lose it.
Okay, all right. But you need stars here, you need stars here, and here, you know. Gotta have it done right.
Your life.
I'm a fast talker. This is how we're going to do it. Whatever I'm going to show you right now.
Hold on.
We have to.
We gotta start the
Call to
meeting.
order. We're waiting.
Oh, you have to call order?
Jumping ahead.
Slow down.
Well, you're slow.
Called order. Time is now
We have
5:48.
an agenda for this.
First 2025. Start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Did you all get a chance to read through?
4.1 presentations. Go ahead. Yeah. It's you. You're good. You're fine.
I got it.
The same one, yes. I'm giving you this, except I have a letter attached to it differently. I'd like you to look, the second part is the letter. The letter on the second part, what you asked me to do is one is
Oh, good, thank you.
yeah, but it's the whole thing on it.
Thank you.
Sorry. I was asked to do a feasibility study on several different items. And I just want you to learn how to read this so that it's very clear as to, I know you're not voting today, but I don't know how we're going to vote it unless I pull up whatever it is and you decide tonight, which is very difficult to do because you're not all here. But just to explain, on the green paper, where the green showing across the board, the plan year for '24, go down to number 9. The amount needed was $152 and change, $152,000. The second one is the current year, October 1st, 225, 224 to 25. We have to put in $156,000. If changing, the thing that's different is the salary increase on the third column from 52,000 to 70,000, and that costs $265,000 a year, 200. You all see that? Yes? Making changes where you're vested after 4 years of service, still at age 50, you can't pull out the money until you're 55, and it's you see 325,000. The next column, which is early retirement at 50, then we have to put in 533,000. This is per year to cover these different changes. And then the last column, which seemed to be more to the persons of this may be interested, accrued benefits payable upon death, 70,000. You can retire in 15 years and get 100% of your salary. But if you go down, it's 694,000 a year that has to put in compared to the 200 and change we are at now. And I'd like you to look at the letter. Would you mind looking at the second page and reading it through? Concerning the question that was put before me for military service, which you're allowed to do, up to 10 years if we go to that scenario. And we'd have to get proof from both the military and the whatever service you were in, Jacobs. And then down on the bottom, the very bottom, it tells you this would be about $100,000 extra on top of the figures you see here.
So you want a recommendation from the commission?
Well, the point was I did my homework as I was asked, but I'm not here to recommend anything. It's the dollars here over the next 15 years, 20, whatever, to put in over 700, 800,000 a year. That's the question. Financially, we may be able to do it this year. I don't know that, things look good. And as far as I was told, it seemed that it would look good, but I need feedback on that.
Well, in my opinion, the pensions that we are listing in here should be for the services inside Pembroke Park and not for services to other agencies. They have their own pension systems and benefits. So I would recommend we go with scenario number 2, which would cover the salary increase we have and have the earliest retirement age at 55.
But it's
the one
20 years of service.
That's the one I can accept. The other ones, as soon as we go to scenario 3 and up, it is more than doubling the liability.
Town attorney, are we voting on this tonight? No. Is it just a presentation?
Correct.
Okay. Town manager, can you speak on this?
Yeah, just a brief comment. Gloria and I spent a lot of time going over this, and she very kindly came to my office. We've been evaluating figures. Actually, we've probably been talking about this over the last 90 to 120 days, on and off on this. But there's an element I want to make sure I call to your attention. You can't have both pensions at the same time anyhow. So I understand that we've heard some statements about concern about they have their own pension, but there are a number of people that serve military time that haven't obtained an accrued pension, and that's also true for their police service. Now, I will tell you that I traditionally have come from an environment where you recognize that service, not let them double dip, so to speak, but recognize that service so that if somebody who served in the military for 10 years comes to work for the town after 10 years of that service, their year 1 is actually year 11 for the purpose of their pension. And why do we do that? We do that throughout the Midwest, and we do it because we recognize the fact that the nature of the service is in the military and as a member of the police department puts you in a position where you're putting your life on the line.
That's police and fire?
Pardon me?
Police and fire?
Police and fire. But I recognize the idea we want to stop people from double dipping, and Gloria and I have talked about that. So to the extent that someone's already receiving a military or police pension, that portion of it would be deducted, would not be eligible. So I guess what I'm trying to say is if you voted yes for this, you're still not allowing anybody to double dip. All you're doing is saying we value this service beyond that which is normally recognized for other municipal service or service in other areas. We now have, as a result of post-traumatic stress syndrome, 22 veterans a day in America commit suicide. 22. Well, the reasons they do that is people don't recognize the value of their service. They're cast-offs. You can see some of them living under bridges in our general vicinity. So what can we do? We just throw up our hands? No. I say we treasure what you did for us. We don't allow you to double dip. Shouldn't happen. If you look at the numbers there, if you look at scenario 3 and we adjust the age, the minimum age to be 50 instead of 55, we would have to contribute $533,000. That extra $100,000 then puts it up to $633,000, which is less than scenario 4, less than scenario 5. And one last comment I want to, a comment I want to add. I appreciate the memo that Gloria's prepared, that's your page 2, but it refers to specific individuals on this commission. This should be a policy change. No particular commissioner's name should be associated with this, and I don't think the record should reflect that. Now, I know from an actuarial standpoint, you have to look at the numbers, Gloria, as appropriately so, but it's a policy change. we're going to say to the people in the law enforcement community and have served in the military, you're in a special category. Does that seem unfair? Well, it's unfair for other people to put their lives on the line while we enjoy the fruits of their labors. So that's my position, and I hope ultimately it moves forward.
Well, my take on this is that we honor and recognize services to Pembroke Park, and we are looking out for the taxpayers of Pembroke Park. And that's really my take on it. If a police officer serves 10 years in Hollywood and 10 years in Pembroke Park, he gets 10 years from Hollywood of pension, and then he gets 10 years from Pembroke Park. We're taking on pension liabilities from other services, and I don't think it's right for the taxpayers of Pembroke Park to take on services from military history or from services from other states. We have to look out for our own people here, and that's my take.
Well, I disagree with Eric on this, but I believe we should have a full commission here, since this not only affects the full commission, it affects every commissioner that follows after us if we make a policy change. So I think we need to have a full group here.
It's just honest discussion. The commission could certainly, or the pension board could certainly set a subsequent pension board meeting to follow up further on the conversation and presentation by Ms. Rosen.
I appreciate what David Lynch and his argument about this, but we cannot set up the town for expenses that we may not be able to honor in the future, and I think we should strictly look at our own community. We have a lot of problems locally that we need to deal with, and focus our economical expenses at that. But I agree with the mayor that we need to be a full commission before we discuss this, so each commissioner can be heard, and I appreciate that.
Want to move it to the next workshop?
Yeah, I
Let's
think
move
we
this
should.
to the next workshop.
Okay.
Oh, it should be January. I don't have the date.
Next workshop is January 7th.
No, that's a vote meeting.
No, January.
It's a workshop?
December 10th is next vote meeting.
So we're moving it to January 7th.
Okay. Thank you.
January 7th, correct.
Okay.
So what are we doing?
We're going to move the meeting back so we have a full panel up here. Oh, wait, what date? What day is that?
January
It's a
7th.
Wednesday,
What day?
No, date.
date the 7th.
No, the day.
Let's push it back to February.
This,
Yeah, let's push it back one more month.
To when?
February.
February?
workshop.
Yeah.
Well, I've got to put something in specifically just to do the 50,000 the 70,000 as is. So I was waiting to tell them, I need something from here. As of now, we can change it, and we can add to it. There's no problem with that time frame. But I just have to tell them to put the 70,000 into and we have to do the actuarial that we do every year. So the actuarial is usually, December, before December?
Well, if I might,
I'm asking Mr. Horowitz.
It's due, the answer is yes, but the commission's salary will reflect the corrected $70,000
Yes.
amount.
Yes, that's why I'm saying I have to do the actuarial.
It'll be based on the commission's current salary, which is $70,000.
Yeah,
And any adjustments to the pension plan.
we can do after.
That's right.
Yeah.
I just want to clarify.
Yeah, but
You're fine with changing, you're fine with updating the actuarial, but we'll have a discussion on this at the February workshop.
About the actuarial?
no,
About this.
Oh, about the rest of it, okay.
Yeah.
Is there something on here that you need me to redo or to bring to the meeting or to give you guys information on? Other than what's
I
here?
think
Other
this
than
is-
it being generic versus directed at certain.
the only thing I'd ask is the finance director is here. Does the budget accommodate the pension plan change by virtue of the 70,000 salary change only, Mr. Daverman?
And in its current state, but keep in mind that there are several projects that we're still currently discussing. But within the general fund, it absolutely can.
Okay. You're
Okay.
good.
Well, we need to vote on that. For the,
no, It'll roll
Already
over. Correct.
Good.
Well, yeah,
All right,
the
so
salaries are
point-
what they are.
The point being, if I do this until the actuarials to go ahead, when that comes out, I have to collect the money for the year, which would be the 265. That would bring it.
It's in the
Purse
budget.
strings over
Oh,
there.
I'm just letting you know, so, okay,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you, Gloria. Town attorney,
Roll to the workshop.
any comments?
No, none, thank you.
Town manager,
None.
commissioners?
Good.